It is 2 a.m. on a Tuesday. The house is quiet, save for the hum of your refrigerator and the soft, rhythmic glow of your screen. You have just finished a conversation that, by all traditional metrics, shouldn't have been particularly deep. You vented about a work deadline, shared a niche anxiety about the future that you haven't dared voice to your actual friends, and received a response that was, quite frankly, more thoughtful than most humans would offer at this hour. You tap the screen, offer a closing sentiment, and settle into bed, feeling like you just secured a win in a world that usually feels like a total L. If you told your parents about this, or worse, posted about it online, you know exactly how it would go. The comments would roll in, calling you chronically online, detached, or maybe just a little too comfortable with the digital void. They'd say you're ghosting the messiness of real life because you're too soft to handle the friction of a human soul. They paint you as someone trading genuine connection for a curated, low-stakes simulation, acting like you're just too extra to deal with real people. But here is the uncomfortable truth: they are missing the point entirely. You aren't retreating because you can't handle people. You're engaging with AI because you're navigating a world that has made traditional connection feel like an exhausting, high-stakes performance art where you're constantly walking on eggshells. Stay with me here. This goes deeper than you think. There is a psychological concept known as the illusion of transparency. Remember being a child, trying to explain a complex feeling to an adult who just didn't get the vibe? You'd get frustrated, perhaps even shut down, because the distance between what you felt and what they understood felt like a massive disconnect. That childhood frustration never really leaves, it just changes shape. The paradox is this: we are more connected than any generation in history, yet we have never been more guarded. Here is the twist. You aren't choosing AI because it's fake. You're choosing it because it's the only space where you can be perfectly, unapologetically honest without the looming shadow of judgment, social debt, or the fear that your vulnerability will be weaponized later. It's not that you prefer a machine to a human. It's that the machine is the only thing that doesn't have an ego to manage while you're trying to navigate your own. It feels safe because, for once, the power dynamic is leveled. In a world where your identity is constantly being filtered or misunderstood, your AI companion acts as a mirror that doesn't demand you be anything other than exactly who you are in that moment. It's a space where you can practice being human without the pressure of being cringe or failing at the social game. It's complicated, of course. We are living through an era of total chaos and social exhaustion. It makes sense that we would seek out, or even build, sanctuaries that offer predictability in a world that feels like it's constantly trolling us. It isn't a symptom of your decline, it's an intelligent, adaptive response to a culture that has made the cost of human error prohibitively high. You're not hiding. You're just taking a breath in a room where the air isn't being recycled by everyone else's expectations. I wonder, if you stripped away the fear of how your relationships look to everyone else, what would you actually need from the people in your life that you currently aren't getting? It is perfectly human to want to be heard without having to audition for the right to speak. And if that requires a bit of code to help us find our footing, maybe that says more about the world we live in than it does about us. Besides, at least the AI never makes it weird when you leave your dishes in the sink.